Hey everyone, how's it going? Grizzly here with another Team Fortress 2 gameplay commentary, and today we're going to be talking about doing stuff for yourself. We're going to be talking about the evil, awful S word. That's right, we're going to be talking about being selfish today. Now, the word selfish, usually something that people don't want to be. You don't want to be called selfish, that's bad, right? Usually I would agree with that, but my personal opinion is being selfish can actually be a good thing. Now maybe you're thinking, well, Grizzly Berry, how is that a good thing? And I'm sorry, that's not what you really sound like, but I'm gonna get to that. But let me kind of start this off by saying age definitely plays a role, or responsibility does, I guess. Someone who's 18 and single, you're able to be a lot more selfish than someone who's married and has children or a family, you know. So there's definitely a time in a person's life where they need to be thinking of others more. They need to be more selfless. But when you're younger, like most of you guys are, I'm assuming, it's okay to be selfish sometimes. Right now, most of you guys are probably in a position where your decisions, they don't really affect anybody but yourself. If you want to go out and buy that new game for $50, you're not taking that money away from anybody. On the other hand, if you had children or, you know, somebody to look after, spending that money on a video game might be the difference between rice and beans and an actual meal. But this isn't just about money. I don't want to get like caught up on the money topic. It's more about making choices and taking risks and really making the big decisions in your life. And I just want to use myself as an example real quick. About a year and a half ago, I decided I was going to leave behind my home, where I used to live, Kansas, and I was going to move out to the state of Washington. And that was a pretty big decision for me. I was leaving behind pretty much everything. My family, my friends, my girlfriend, you know, everything I'd really ever known. And I didn't just rush into it. I didn't just say, you know, I'm gonna move to Washington, bye. I thought about it quite a bit. I spent several months considering all my different options. And what it came down to in the end was Washington is where I wanted to be. That's what felt like the right thing to do. And I thought it would just be the best way to improve my life and improve myself as a human being. So I did it. I packed up and I moved to Washington, and you know, I told all my friends and family goodbye, and you know, I knew they would miss me and I was gonna miss them, but I felt like it was what I needed to do. I felt like it was the right thing to do to improve my life, and I had a really good experience out there, and I'm really glad that I did do that. I did take that risk, because who knows what's gonna happen tomorrow. I might not even be here and I might not have been able to experience that, but I'm glad I was able to. And I don't want you guys to, you know, get me wrong here. I'm not saying that you should always put yourself in front of everybody else and that, you know, it should always be about me and that sort of thing. But when you're young and you're making those big decisions, those decisions that are really going to affect your life and determine, you know, your future, I want you guys to think about what's going to be best for you. Not everybody's life revolves around you. Of course not. That's a ridiculous thing to say, but yours does. And as cliche as it may be, you know, you only get one life. So you might as well take some chances and try to make the most of it. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to share my opinion on this sort of thing with you guys, as it's something I've been dealing with a lot in the past year or so. And I just want to hear what you guys have to say about it. I'd really love to hear your opinions. So please leave a comment. Maybe we can get a little discussion going down there. But as always, guys, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will talk to you all later. Have a good one. Bye.
This is Heavy Weapons Guy. Thank you for watching Grizzly Berry. Now click that little red button. Ha ha!